And good evening. It is the close of Small Business Saturday, and I have been out helping support other businesses and other things. And I thought I would jump on for just 28 minutes or so to remind you that you can shop this small business, HR Passion LLC, which is the parent company for the Love and Stuff community and its products. Would love for you to support us, to support more of the work that we do through the Love and Stuff community, through some of our gear, and through the Sports Talk with Kamal and Felix. Both of those are available, and of course, the Gratefulness Journey every day. What are you doing in the next um, 30 days to transform your life is available on Amazon. The link is there. It is showing now, and you should be able to purchase that. It's a great book. Um, I'm holding the paperback. The paperback is $11.99 on Amazon. It's a 70-page read. It is an excellent read. Of course, I'm biased because I wrote it. And I'm pretty proud that I'm not only a consumer of Amazon products, but I now am a creator of products that are on Amazon. So this helps to power the gratefulness journey every day. Our goal is to get 1 million people thinking about gratefulness and on a journey to explore how gratefulness, awe inspiring moments in the moment, being thankful and grateful, and taking inventory of the things you have, everything that you have, and everybody that you have will help you to live a more fulfilling life. Gratefulness is a game changer, and I want the game of your life to be changed. Life is a serious game. Why not live it to the fullest? And why not shift your perspective to be as positive and uplifting as you can? And that's what the gratefulness journey every day is all about. This particular book is from my personal stories of loss and grief. And I am sure that most people can relate to loss of some sort, grief of some sort. And this will help you to consider the options that you have to live more gratefully. So that link is um, should be showing if you're watching on the Love and Stuff page. That link should be showing. It may also show on the Marcus R. Holmes page on Facebook. If not, I will drop those in the comments so that you'll have the opportunity to click there and shop. If you Yesterday I was on Amazon and you couldn't see the links on Facebook, you had to go to Amazon. I'm not on Amazon Live because there are restrictions, but now if you're on Facebook, you should be seeing the link. And of course, in the other places, I will drop the links in the comments so that you can um, definitely take part of getting great products and services from small businesses. So here is the link for the gratefulness journey every day. I would be honored. I have, I think, 4.9 out of 5 stars on the reviews so far. I would be honored if you decided to purchase the gratefulness journey every day. What are you doing in the next 30 days to transform your life? All right. So if you're watching from the Love and Stuff page, it is showing right now the link so that you can purchase there. I am also going to highlight the link on Facebook for our Shopify store. We have a ton of gear, and I'm going to walk through some of that gear. And today I just happen to have on one piece of our gear that says, "Let love spread like a pandemic." Now, some people said, "Oh, I don't know if I want to. I want love that spreads like a pandemic. I want your love to spread as fast and have as much infection and contagion as we have seen in this pandemic, but this time for positive, for good. What would our world be like if love were the contagion and we were making sure that we spread it everywhere, just like coronavirus spread everywhere? Love is actually maybe it could also be the vaccine to all of our ills, right? But let it spread as quickly. That's what we meant. Let it spread like a pandemic. Let it get in places that people weren't even expecting love to show up. People weren't expecting COVID-19 to show up. And let love grab people in such a way that they can do nothing else but pay attention to the love. Isn't that what COVID-19 did to us? We had to pay attention. May love shift your life. May love grab you, grab hold of you in a way that you will never forget its presence, right? That's how I want love to spread like a pandemic. And even in this pandemic where some of us had to social distance and love should have been spreading, some people were getting even farther apart, not used to being together so much, right? But our desire is that love would spread like a pandemic and be a contagion. So I do want to share that. I, I want to make sure, okay, I'm getting a signal here and I just want to check across platforms. Okay. All right. I am just closing out today, and I'm encouraging you to shop through Monday, which is Cyber Monday. But I wanted to just stop on because we're a small business and we cannot survive without great customers. And over these 6 years, I think 7 years, let's see, this is 2022, I'm sorry, 6 years, we have amassed some wonderful people in our community and wonderful people who patronized, who purchased. And we just want to spread that like a contagion. We want it to spread that others will live the brand you wear, which is love, that you will wear the brand you live, which is love, and that you will love the brand. We want to make clothes offerings to you that will be comfortable and that you'll be proud to wear, but that also represent who you are. And if you're about love, be it the love of your spouse, the love of your children, the love of your parents, the love of your siblings, the love that you have for your community or your church, if you are living that, you ought to wear it. And if you're wearing it, by all means, you're encouraged to live it. And then after you've worn it and lived it, you should love it. And that's our mantra about these brands. And so I'm going to share my screen. I'm highlighting now the Love and Stuff shopping on Shopify site that you can shop right now by clicking that link. You can go to it right now. But I'm going to share my screen so that I can walk you a little bit through the site. And some I'm sure will watch this later, but I just had a chance to, I had to grab the time that I had left in the day from supporting other small businesses. I was out and about in Metro Detroit supporting small businesses, particularly African American and minority owned businesses, but small businesses nonetheless. And I try as often as I can, but at least try once a quarter is for my personal goal to try a new small business once a quarter. And I try to keep that small business going and that I try to share it with other people. If the service is good and the product or the customer service is good, the product or service is good and it's a reasonable or fair price, I try to support as often as I can, from the person who cleans the carpets to the person who does landscaping, the coffee shops that I go to, the restaurants that I try to frequent, the clothes that I try to buy, the vendors that I support who help to do logos for us and display work with the t-shirts when we're in prototype and designing. All of those people, I try to go with small businesses because I know how important it is to keep the doors open of small business, which drives our economy, really. And so I just want to make sure that you can see the link to um, the Shopify store. And I'm going to drop that in the comments so that you have that link as well. But I'm going to walk you through the site a little bit and be sure to give me feedback if there are things you'd like to see changed. I would love to do that, but I want to share the Shopify site just because I think it's important that you get a chance to see. You may not be just traveling on the highways and get directed there. So I'm showing you the site, and that is, of course, a picture of me with the Let Love Spread Like a Pandemic shirt on. Live the brand that you wear. And we are about love, and we hope that you would do the same thing. You know, this summer we were, as a part of our self-care, we were talking about a six-pack. And so I came up with a six-pack shirt idea. Basically, it says I got a six-pack, but it's still in the package. And so you can get those, you can still get those tees in numbers of colors. But I wanted to show that really quickly. And I want to go to the catalog in just a second so that you can see it. Of course, spread love. You help families through your purchase today. 35% of the net proceeds from all of the lines that you see here go toward assisting families during the pandemic, and before the pandemic it went to disaster relief. We try to help scholarship efforts wherever we can help. In whatever way, we try to put together parts of the proceeds, and that proceeds is of course after the cost of goods sold, right? And so I just wanted to highlight that. But I wanted to start with a brand new product. Fantastic. A brand new product that we have. It's Sports Talk with Kamal and Felix. Their unisex heavy blend crew neck sweatshirt. So you can get the sweatshirt. See if I can enlarge the picture a little bit. It has a loose fit for a comfortable feel. The print is durable. It's a cotton blend, and you get to see it on a couple of different models there. Hope that you can see it. If you have Shop Pay, you can do it over installments for any orders that are over $50, so you don't have to pay it all up front. If you decide to do that, of course, it comes in more than just the black and white. It's green and gray if you want some special color for the Christmas season. There's the white. And we basically took our newest logo design from a small business owner, Rod G, who did the logo for us. We took that and made some of our gear because we believe you got to love the things you do. And Felix and Kamal and Felix, Kamal Williams and Felix Holmes love sports. And I don't know if you got a chance to watch Sports Talk with Kamal and Felix ever, but you get from them that they are really into sports. And so they come on every other Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Kamal is in Texas and Felix is in Michigan. And so they come together and they talk all things sports, from stupid sports news to the latest in NFL, NBA, hockey, baseball, you name it. They cover it, and they cover with laughter and joy and love. And so this is their line, and we're excited for them. You can also, as you're going into the winter months, get this hoodie. It's also a heavy blend so that you can stay warm in the winter time. It's an awesome opportunity to wear the brand. So if you're about sports, I would say get the sports. And I love the blue. Of course, blue is my color. But you get to carry a piece of the Sports Talk show with you, Kamal and Felix. Very proud of them and the work that they're doing. And I hope that you will support them. I also, there is a t-shirt dress that isn't showing here, but I wanted to move and show you ladies, there are things for you. We do have these tote bags. And we're thinking about other purses. This is the original Love and Stuff design. When I was first thinking about Love and Stuff, I wanted to make sure that people in the heart, if you can tell the heart, there it is. It kind of enlarged for you to be able to see it. All right, let's see if we can make it, put all of it in there. Hopefully you can see it good. The heart, I wanted to make sure that you saw an image of Jesus. And there's been so many people that said Jesus is white, he was Jewish, he was brown, he was black, I wanted to have different hues of color in his face because I wanted everybody to understand that they're represented in whatever color people tell you that Jesus is. Jesus is more than the color. Of course, I believe that Jesus was of African descent. And I believe he would have been a darker brother, of the darker hue. The descriptions in the Bible to me are clear. A few of them in prophecy of Jesus having woolly hair. And that I feel certain that Jesus was African, black, maybe as we would say in this day and time. But I believe that Jesus loves, there was a song we sang as kids: Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world, red and yellow, black and white. They are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Well, we all were children, right? And we grow up. I'm just saying every hue of person I wanted to be represented in the face of Jesus. And while I am a man of faith, I realize that there are people who have not awakened to that faith in Jesus. And there are people whose faith is in other things and places. And my goal is to keep showing them to the best that I can the quintessential love and his gift that he sent in the deity of Jesus. And so I wanted to be intentional of including a picture of Jesus as I see him. I see, because we were made in God's image and likeness, I see all of us in Jesus. And so that's why they're multicolor. And then there is a couple. Now, the couple picture, I have to tell you, if I go away from it, I can't. Okay. The couple's picture, I have to tell you, in my test phase, got a lot of flack from a lot of people because originally the couple was an interracial couple. And they're still kind of interracial, but it was an African American man and a black woman. I'm sorry, African American man and a Caucasian woman. And people said, wait, wait, wait. I said, what is wrong with that? It's another aspect of love that maybe doesn't get the love it needs. And so as I continue to have conversations, I kind of added some more color to the woman. And so you can see that, there's some different hues in there. And so I'll just say that she is multiracial, multi-ethnic. And there's a black gentleman who is with her. It is not a commentary on a black man. I don't have a Caucasian woman or wife anywhere. Not that that would be anything wrong if that were my choice. It wasn't a commentary as much as this is what's right, but I understood that there are people who want to see themselves in representation. And I understand that. So that's how we landed with a couple. I wanted to show a couple, and I didn't show their rings, but I envision this as a married couple. They could be single, they could be however you envision them, because love does come in various forms, right? And then there's a little boy and his mother, because they're in love and stuff, which I think is somewhat reflective of the world. There are a lot of single mothers out there and tons of them with sons. And the mother-son relationship is unlike any other. And so that's what I wanted to capture. This is the signature Love and Stuff design. And you'll find it not only on these tote bags, but you'll also find it on, okay, let's see if I can get out of that. You'll also find it on a number of other products. Let's see, you'll find it on a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, it's going to keep taking me through. Okay, I'm just going to try to go. Oh, yeah. You'll find it on the long sleeve crew shirt. It's here, which was one of the early originals. Now, the performance tee has gone out of stock. So I know some of you love the soft feel of that and you wore it to work out. That's gone out of stock. And I have to find out when they will be back in stock with that. But you can all long sleeve crew tee and work out in that. I won't absorb the perspiration the same way, but it does give you that same kind of feel. And of course, I'm wearing the Let Love. It's not the moisture absorbing, but I've got a long sleeve crew tee with Let Love spread like a pandemic. I'm going to come back to some of that other gear that you're seeing. I just want to continue on this. You'll see the French terry hoodie, the crew neck, and the t-shirt. those were the original brand, original designs. And I just want to make sure I cover all of those original designs. A lot of the ladies again love this performance V-neck tee was the top seller, and this is the one that has the breathable um, material, and it contours to your silhouette, and it keeps the moisture in the garment and keeping you warm and comfortable while you work out. So again, we're working with them to make sure that they have this performance tee material. Of course, supplies worldwide have been impacted because of the pandemic. So, but this is one of the top sellers, and women love this in red. It was a top seller. I think the top seller of all the items. Then, of course, the next thing we had was the Gratefulness Journey Every Day. And before I authored a book, there was a gratefulness journey. And the gratefulness journey started out with the Heather t-shirt. That is, of course, still available, but it's in many colors besides the Heather. You name it, you can get it in that color. And it is just, if you get the book, you'll understand what the gratefulness journey is all about. And this signifies it. So the crew neck, all of the different variations of items, the hoodie, you can get that as well. Then we, of course, had the Let Love Be Spread Like a Pandemic. And then as we moved into some of the Valentine stuff, we wanted, let's see if it's letting me make that larger, but we also had a signature, there we go, item during the Valentine season. We want Valentine to be more than a moment, more than a day. It's a lifestyle. Because think about it. If you're only doing wonderful things for the person that you love once a year, you have fallen short already, right? And so for Valentine's, we debuted this in the performance tee, and it is doing pretty good in sales as well. But ladies, I know you would want to have matching ones with your um, bae, your husband, your boo. And so if he didn't want to wear the lips, we would love to hear from you as to, even though I think the lip says he's spoken for, but he might not want to wear the lipstick lips. We'd love to hear from you as to what else you would like to see on that design. We're certainly open to a new touch to that design. And then I want to go back to the next thing that we had was Love Over Racism in the George Floyd time, a whole campaign around love over racism. And that has not ended. We continue to go along even with the high top sneakers that we also have these are the nylon. We're working on a new gym shoe for Kamau and Felix Sports Talk. And so you'll hear more about that as it comes. But we wanted people from head to toe to stand 10 toes down on racism to ensure everybody understood that the oppression must cease. And so all of the Love Over Racism gear, including the t-shirts for Love Over Racism, in both two separate designs. This design was the first design we had from an Afro Latina gentleman who designed this, small business designer. Hashtag the cost is equity. The way that we get love over racism equals the cost of equity. Equity is the cost for that love over racism. And that was the first design. And then we had another gentleman that did a design of Love Over Racism, and we love both, and we put them out there, and they're kind of running neck and neck as it relates to purchases. But give us some likes or loves or comments or feedbacks to let us know which one you like for the Love Over Racism and what are the things you'd like to see them in. I know some of the ladies wanted these in the t-shirt dresses, and some of the material of the t-shirt dress wasn't just heavy enough that we thought. So we're working with the supplier, of course, with supplier shortages, to make sure it's a heavy enough t-shirt dress, lady, that you can wear to bed with your boo, your bae, your husband, and that you can wear spring, summer, and still have all of the jewels covered appropriately. I know you know what I'm talking about. All right. Then the next thing that we did was love. Our love is front and center. And as we started to think of turning our love inward, because we're often making others the object of our love, right? And there should be your your creator, God, is should be the object of your love. He is love, right? And so in understanding his love, understanding his nature, his being, you understand how to love him with all that you have, mind, body, soul, and strength. And your neighbor as yourself. So we said, my love is front and center, but how really can we put it front and center if we haven't centered ourselves in love? So we wanted to put out there that we're open to love. We're open to learning about love. We're open to expanding our thoughts in love. We're open to being embraced, enveloped in love, so that we can fortify our love, the love to the Creator, and be able to love others. My love is front and center. I'm open, and being open is vulnerable. And there's a chance, it's a risk that you could be hurt. It's a risk that there could be pain. It's a risk that you could be betrayed. It's a risk that someone could be jealous and insecure. But it's a risk, a calculated strategic bet worth taking if you're open and your love is front and center. Because the dividends, the return on the love employed, they talk in business, the return on the capital employed, the ROCE, or return on investment, or the role, the return on the love employed is worth the investment. And so my love is front and center. And of course, you can get that in sweatshirts, t-shirts, hoodies, all of those things as well. And then I'm going back. Of course, during the holiday season, we do some gift boxes. If ever you want to give to someone, we do gift boxes to give them gift cards and things to help them throughout. And then I think where I started is where I want to end, is with the Kamau and Felix um, items. So this is all of the Shopify um, items, and that link is in the comments. And if you're on the Love and Stuff page watching, then that link is live, which means you can click on it and shop there. All right, we're at 10 o'clock, so I'm going to be wrapping up in just a moment. I wanted to just come on at the close of the day and remind you to shop small business through Cyber Monday. So we don't just, there are great deals on Amazon, on Walmart, on all of the big box stores, right? But they're the little guys too, who would love for you to shop with us as well. So I hope that you will. I am now going to show you this self-care ebook, and I'm going to share it from the Love and Stuff page. I'm not going to show you the ebook, but what I'm saying is that we're on a 12-month journey to better self-care. And self-care is simply your love and gratefulness speaking to your worthiness. So if your love is front and center, it has to be centered in the foundation of love and all that it is for God first, and then for you and me. We have to love ourselves. And part of loving yourself is taking good care of yourself. It's not selfish to take care of yourself, it's selfless. And if you're like, I just can't give myself that much, if you keep giving yourself less, you will never be able to give anybody else more. You have to care for yourself. I want you to flip that selfless thinking of it as I have to give up everything. You will have nothing to give if you give less to yourself. Your cup needs to be replenished, refilled, rejuvenated. And so we want you to join the self-care journey with us. We're on a mission to increase the amount of love in the world. This is the loveandstuff.com store. And one of the items in that store, of course, is the self-care ebook. It's $9.99, just $9.99. It has tips and tricks for every month in the year, from sleep to mindfulness, exercise, gratefulness, and everything in between. And it gives you different steps that you will do all year long. Now, if you really want to power this, you need to go to the Love and Stuff community page and go under groups and join inside Love and Stuff. There is a group of just about 60 or so people who are really intentional about their walk in self-care. And I share content with them to help power their journey through self-care. And we touch bases throughout the month and monthly so that everybody can stay connected. And sometime next year, we'll reflect over this last year and come together in person and just share from our journey on self-care as we continue the journey of self-care. It is not a destination. December 31st, 2022, it won't say, well, done with that self-care. Self-care is something that you work on continuously. And so we will continue to add new content for the self-care ebook, but you want to get this first one so that you can look and see how you can have a focus for each month and improve in various areas in your life. This month, November, is coming to a close, but we've been talking about mindfulness all month long. Mindfulness in your communication, mindfulness as a tool to help you navigate grief and move toward healing, mindfulness in connection to others. We've had some wonderful moments of mindfulness. If you go and join Inside Love and Stuff, you'll get some of that content. And all you need is the self-care ebook, which if you are on the Facebook platform, the self-care ebook is live there on the Love and Stuff page. And I am going to drop the link for anybody that might be interested in the self-care ebook here. And that is all that I wanted to share. It's 10:04. I want you to have a grateful evening full of rest and wonderment. For me, this is the Sabbath day. And I decided some years ago when I was doing, I used to do, sometimes I would do 2 or 3 funerals, a wedding and a bar mitzvah, or 2 weddings, 2 funerals and a bar mitzvah, or anniversary banquet, or driving to sing somewhere within 5 hours reach. I was running myself ragged from Friday to Sunday and then getting up Monday, going to a regular job. I had created this life of another job or 16 jobs over the weekend. And my Saturdays were filled with activities, but I never really got to really consume them in a way to enjoy them. Sure, I enjoy singing and I enjoy planning events and I enjoy orchestrating the music for events. I've enjoyed that over the years. And it's when you love something, you will, try to do it, right? I can't say that I've ever loved to sing at funerals, but I sing better at a funeral of someone that I don't know than someone that I do. It's just been that way for me, but I've been asked to sing at my share of funerals. And I've been blessed and fortunate to share the stage with some great people and travel to some great places. But the reality is that most of those places that I went to, and I think I've been to all 50 states. Nope. I haven't been to Alaska. Nope. I think maybe 48 states. I've traveled to all of those states and sometimes traveled through them, but I can't tell you the favorite restaurant. I can't tell you all the time the places, the sightseeing, because a lot of times I went there or through there to sing, to fly in, to drive in, to sing, to change, to leave, to grab something to eat, fly out, drive out. And I decided some time ago that Saturdays, I would treat them more as a Sabbath day. And instead of having sometimes back-to-back events, there was a time I used to do, for an instance, I would have a prayer breakfast at 9 a.m. And I'd book at least 2 of those a month, sometimes 3 prayer breakfasts a month. And then I had a regular rehearsal at noon. and I had another rehearsal at 2. And there were times that I would sliver off that noon rehearsal so that I can make a wedding that started at noon, but really wasn't going to start till 1, so I could sing a song. Leave there and run and go do the rehearsal, which would start late, and then I'd have a wedding or bar mitzvah or something at 4. The opposite Saturdays, I'd have take 2 funerals and do those at different chapels. In the evening, I might have a pastor's anniversary banquet or an anniversary banquet or some banquet of some sort. I might drive from there and go sing at an event that might be, again, within 5 hours of Detroit. And if it was beyond 5 hours, I would fly and sometimes fly back Sunday morning to be in place. Sometimes didn't get back in time for Sunday morning, but there was a Sunday afternoon and a Sunday evening. I decided that Saturdays, where I could, I would not book all of those things. Now, my caregiving of my mom changed the game in a lot of ways for that. It slowed me down from doing a lot of that, giving care for her, changed my perspective, right? But I wanted to have some time to enjoy and rest on the Sabbath. I still don't fully do that all the time, but I try my best as often as I can to not schedule, even sometimes when I'm doing content on the weekends. I try to save time for me to savor moments. And I'm sharing that because even though I was Small Business Saturday and I was out there hustling today, meeting other entrepreneurs and trying to glean from them and trying to support their businesses, I need to savor the moment. And part of mindfulness is being present in the moment. I invite you to be present with me in the moment and say, there is a young man, a handsome, savvy, smart, anointed. Okay, I added a bunch of stuff. There's a young man who is really trying to be intentional about love. Let me savor the moment and moments with those people I love and find those moments as places of rest, places of peace, places of joy. And spend some time doing the things and with the people that you love. And savor it. Like your favorite bite of chocolate if you eat chocolate, or your favorite piece of candy, your favorite lasagna if you like something tangy and savory, whatever that is that just grabs your taste buds right here, and savor it and rest in it in the Sabbath and say, it is good. I'm Marcus Holmes, the love activist, and I'm thankful whether you are watching us on LinkedIn Live or will watch the replay, on Twitch TV or Twitter, on YouTube events, on the Love and Stuff community page on Facebook, or the Marcus R. Holmes page. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you will see me as a small business owner. And yes, I still work my day job, but some will say this is your gig. Well, if this is my gig and side hustle, I got a lot of sides. I'll just say it that way. But I hope you will remember this small business owner and the community of love that he is working hard to build across all platforms, and that you will consider a purchase of some of the wonderful gear that we have, the self-care ebook or the gratefulness journey every day. I thank you and I bid you a great evening. Take good care of yourself.